Yeah, this year's rookie class might go down as the greatest rookie class in the history of the WNBA. And I'm not talking about the 2025 draft class. I'm talking purely about this rookie class just because they are stupidly stacked. Stupidly stacked. And as you guys can see, Janelle Salaun is on the floor right here. If you watch Janelle Salaun play, you can see why I had her as my number one target for the Fever's free agency. Like Janelle Salaun, just 6'3", power forward, has the ability to take it to the basket, has elite athleticism, all EuroLeague second team last year, and like is a much higher level player at this point in time than a Dominique Malonga. But like she goes, and yeah, I understand she only had 7 points in the game on not the greatest shooting, but like she's no flaw as a player, and she changed everything about it. She has energy. Her and Temi combination, it's not like they're as good as any 4-5 combination in the WNBA, but they can compete with any 4-5 combination. She can play the 2, she can play the 3, she can play the 4, and that is a fact. That is a fact. Like that is something that really matters, and I don't think people realize how important versatility is. And when it comes to Janelle Salaun, she's just exceptional. She's absolutely exceptional. And obviously, look, you might be saying that I haven't, where have I been talking about her? 6 months ago, top Fever free agent targets Salaun and Messiman dominate in Eurobasket qualifiers 6 months ago. Like I really wanted the Fever to sign her, and she would be such a nice player. And I said it literally at the time they signed Natasha Howard. I was like, I would have rather them sign Salaun when Natasha Howard's a good option. And I stand by this. Of all available power forward free agents, Natasha Howard is still the best. Was still going to be the best. I would have loved Janelle Salaun instead. But obviously she's gone to the Valkyries where she can come in and start right away. And it's a really, really interesting one. It is a really, really interesting one. Other rookies that are exceptional. Akadi Alaxa is so good. Is so good. Like it was her first. She rocked up after their first game. She wasn't there for training camp. She rocked up late in the like process of the preseason. She didn't do training camp. She didn't do anything. She comes right in, hits 3 3-pointers in her first game, 4 assists as well. Sorry, where is she from the Mercury? Kadi Alaxa comes in, is on the floor, is a good defender, and she's a 6'1" sniper. She's a 6'1" sniper, comes in 9 points in her debut, essentially just getting off the plane. And she comes in. Again, it's not like she's young. It's not like she's young at all. So, like, it is what it is. It's not like she's a young player. And also, Monique Akol-McCanny. Like, from Janelle Salaun's perspective, Janelle Salaun is younger than Hailey Van Lith. Akol-McCanny is younger than... She's like a couple of months older than Van Lith. She's younger than Georgia. Is she younger than Georgia Amor? Either way, she's around the same age as Georgia Amor. There's like months in the difference between her and Georgia Amor. So she is same calendar year as Amor, same calendar year as Van Lith, same calendar year as Paige Bueckers. And she comes in, does a really good job on Kelsey Plum. 3 of 6 from 3. Like, Lynn Roberts, for some reason, didn't think she was a shooter. She shot 42% in France last year. And like, these players are coming over the same age as WNBA rookies now. Carla Late, we've already talked about Carla Late, coming over at having just turned 21. 2 years younger than 2.5 years younger than Paige Bueckers or Caitlin Clark. Like 3 years younger than Georgia Amor. And she's coming in and people are like, oh, Georgia Amor's going to be best of these. Carla Late's better today than Georgia Amor, and she's 3 years younger. She's just turned 21. Third youngest player in the WNBA as far as I'm aware until Leila Lacan comes over after Dominique Malonga and... What's her name? Malonga and Anastasia Kosu. But Carla Late is the only one of those three that's going to be getting any way meaningful minutes this year because Noelle Quinn doesn't play rookies. It's a huge thing, and there are so many good rookies. There are so many. Like, if you look back if you look back through every all of these teams, like even like Lexi Held is good. Lexi Held is an undrafted rookie who's actually good. Like, I've watched these games and Lexi Held has been good. And by the way, like the Mercury, it's a lot easier to play. It's easy to play around Alyssa Thomas, I have to say. Like, she can make better players look good. And Alyssa Thomas, like, she could go and mess about and win MVP if the Mercury are good. But, and even, like, look, Catherine Westbeld is technically a rookie. She's technically a rookie. Like, it is crazy. It's the one thing that I've noticed with this is that regardless of all the like top players and saying these rookies aren't real rookies and all this, which there's validity to that argument. There's validity to these aren't real rookies because they're older or they played. Like, for the ones that are 28, 29, there's validity. For the players that are younger than Hailey Van Lith, there's not. Like, they're like, oh, but like they played pro younger, they're not real rookies. It's Hailey Van, like the likes of Hailey Van Lith, they chose to go to college. It's not their fault. And if it turns out that playing pro is such a big development, then any of the players that are guaranteed to be top draft picks should literally just drop out of college and go play pro. You drop out of college, you're like, oh, go get your degree. It's like, yeah, you can go get your degree in another country. like not if you go and sign for Fenerbahce, there's no, if you you can go and get your degree in Turkey, they'll definitely pay that for you. Yeah. You can go and get your degree in any other country. Hank, if you want to go play pro ball, you can go play in Ireland. I can set you up with a college to get you a free masters and playing pro. Like if you want to use that argument, and then you're looking at the likes of Catherine Westbeld, it is very clear that with this class that there are so many players that the WNBA has just ignored because they were not good when they were 18, 19 years old. That is a fact. That there are so many players the WNBA have just said, nah, we good, because they were maybe not good when they were in their early 20s. Or maybe Caddy Alexa was a sniper at 6'1", but she didn't play at UConn, so we can't take her. She wasn't good when she was 25 years old, even though she was the 11th pick in the draft, and they just never brought her over. Like, she was the 11th pick in the draft. So, geez, she was a first-round pick. I did not realize that. But she's exceptional. Nicole McCanny is as well. And then obviously the Valkyries have so many of them. I even like Kiara Linskins as a player. I know she didn't play. Julie Van Loo last year coming over. I know Julie Alamont came over when she was younger, but she's back. There's like a lot of players, a lot of good young players, but the cream of the crop is Janelle Salaun and Carla Late. And Nicole McCanny, honestly. I think of all of them, who is the best right now is probably Laxa. But like Laxa's pushing 30. Carla Late being the youngest player getting meaningful minutes in the league is going to be really good. Like, again, Carla Late could go into year 4 and she'd be basically the same age as Paige Bueckers is right now. That's how young Carla Late is. Janelle Salaun is, a month older than Paige, and she's already a do-it-all Swiss Army knife, small forward, power forward, who is physical, big, strong, and like, I know the Mystics aren't great, but really, really impressed with how Salaun played. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I do think that a lot of people are really sleeping on this class, being like, oh, look, these draft picks aren't the greatest. But the amount of high-level players coming in from overseas is crazy. And my favorite part is for the Valkyries is that all the fans were going mad. They got rid of Cheyenne Sellers and Caitlin Chen. They're like, oh, they got rid of all their young players. Yes, Salaun is like 3 months older than Caitlin Chen and is 100 times better. Carla Late is like 2 years younger than Cheyenne Sellers and is 100 times better. And they're all like, oh, they got rid of all their young players. No, they still have one of the youngest players in the league, and they have Justasia Site coming in next year, who even next year is still going to be one of the 5 youngest players in the league. So yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. I'll see you guys.